Now, I think I've figured out what's wrong with America right now. It's pretty simple. Everybody gets a trophy, but nobody gets a spanking. Now, I know I'm going to get eaten alive for saying this, but I don't think younger Americans are getting prepared for life. I mean, they've been brought up to believe that everybody gets a trophy just for participating, and there are no winners and losers. And nobody gets a spanking, which I know seems so archaic, but experiencing some real consequences of our bad behavior, it can do a kid some good. I know that a spanking or being grounded, losing privileges to play video games or watch TV might seem cruel and unusual punishment to the kids who wore a helmet to ride a bike. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Or who only play on a playground that has so much rubber underneath, it's like a mattress. But the fact is, everyone doesn't get a trophy in life. Life can be hard. Sometimes, not only do you fail to get a trophy, you lose badly, and it takes years to recover, if ever. And remember when boys were boys and girls were girls, and no one was confused about that? I mean, little boys knew they were little boys, and they wanted to play soldier and baseball and get in fights. And little girls played with dolls, liked to dress up like their mothers, and they couldn't wait to be old enough to wear makeup. Today, some parents say they're not going to force their children to be a boy or girl, but they're going to let them decide when they get to be 5 or 6 years old. Hey, sorry to break this to you, but you can know if it's a boy or girl the first time you change the diaper. Simple as that. And by the way, most 5-year-olds can't decide if they'd rather have ice cream or pie instead of broccoli for dinner. But you're going to let them decide their gender identity the same as picking out a sweater to wear on a cool day? Are you kidding me? I'll say it again. The problem today, everybody gets a trophy and nobody gets a spanking. Now, there was a time when boys wanted to grow up to be like their dads. But today, a lot of boys don't even know who their dads are. We used to play cops and robbers, but we didn't actually rob banks or shoot the kids who pretended to be the cops. We played Army, but we didn't use live ammo or real guns, and we didn't shoot kids in the neighborhood. We had play guns, and we knew it was make-believe. By the time we got to high school, we had real guns in our trucks in the school parking lot to go hunting. But you know what? We never thought about shooting other students or our teachers. Kids today aren't allowed to play with toy guns, but they regularly get their hands on real ones and shoot up schools, theaters, and play areas. So something's not right. And by the way, boys got into fights sometimes, and usually a coach produced some boxing gloves and told the boys to have at it. And they'd fight until both boys were so exhausted they'd collapse into a mutual surrender, followed by a handshake. Now, I realize we probably aren't going to go back to the old ways of doing things, and frankly, for some things, I admit, maybe that's for the best. But I'm going to say it one last time. The problem today is that everybody gets a trophy, and nobody gets a spanking.